What's going on, YouTube? We're here to talk about one of my, favorite cities. I'm sorry, I pick on Chicago from time to time, but I try to pick on all the states that come into my purview. I'm sorry, Chicago is just the one that I'm hitting the most often. Seemingly, the alders over there in Chicago, right, are thinking about auditing, Brandon Johnson. So all I did was see the title of this video, and I immediately clicked on it. I want to go through this together. So we're not going to waste any time. We're going to jump right in.
At City Hall, the battle over Mayor Brandon Johnson's budget intensifies.
And today, a group of city council members accused the mayor of ignoring key recommendations from consultants they say cost taxpayers millions of dollars. And WGN political reporter Taman Bradley is here to tell us more about this verbal battle. Taman?
Ray and Lourdes, last week a majority of alders came out against Mayor Johnson's plan to revive the corporate head tax. This week, 10 alders want a special meeting to grill independent accountants who audited city finances. Today, opponents of Mayor Johnson's budget proposal set a confrontation for next week. The group filed papers to call an emergency city council meeting for next Monday. The subject, an EY accounting firm audit of the Chicago budget.
Those findings should not be sitting in a shelf. They should be discussed openly, questioned publicly, and considered carefully as part of our budgeting process.
1000% agree. How is it that you get audited and then it's not free for people to see? You are a civil servant. You are a public servant. You are an elected official. Why is it that we can't see what you're spending money on? Like that sounds insane to me. I would like to think, and I gotta hold my state accountable, both of them, because Georgia and then New York. I would like to think that if there's gonna be situations where you get audited, whether it's by an independent company or within the government itself, that we have the ability to see that, because we got to see how you're using this money. I mean, look, especially over there in Chicago, man, y'all paying some hefty taxes over there. Property tax, shit. If y'all brave, dodging bullets and taxes, nah, not me.
As you know, we're close to $1.2 billion in the hole this year. We are looking for hundreds of millions of dollars that were proposed inefficiencies in this report.
In May, the city gave EY, also known as Ernst & Young, a $3.2 million contract to study the budget and find sources of new revenue and ways to find savings. The mayor's proposed budget lays out $80 million in cost reductions, but the alders question why Mayor Johnson did not adopt all of the EY recommendations.
What we've seen is that the administration has only chosen a couple small things out of this document to move forward with, when they have the full opportunity here to take dozens of those efficiencies to create a better situation for taxpayers, and they've refused to do that.
A spokesperson for Mayor Johnson says alders were briefed on what was incorporated from the EY report and that the administration is willing to meet again. The mayor's office is in the process of securing a date and time that works for alders sometime this week or next, a Johnson spokesperson said in a statement.
We've balanced budgets off the backs of working people. I'm going to defend the working people in this city with everything that I have inside of me.
The alders calling to meet are not just suspicious of savings in the mayor's budget, they're also concerned about his planned borrowing and progressive revenue, which includes the return of a corporate head tax.
With the head tax,
I don't know if anybody else feels it, but I definitely feel it. This dude is incompetent like a mug. I kid you not. Like, when I say I see him speak, and I see he can't handle pressure, and then two, he can't answer a question to save his life. If you've ever seen any of his conferences or any of his interviews, anything like that, he cannot answer a question. Any type of heat, any type of pressure, and he just buckles. Like, he just avoids questions. It's crazy. It would be impressive if it wasn't so obvious. That's how bad it is. I've said it many times. I'm not saying it's fact. I'm just saying going off of what has been presented before me and my own thoughts. I believe that there's some funky money going on around there. I believe that people are getting paid on the back end. This is all alleged. I'm not saying this is the case. I'm just saying that's what I think. This is an opinion. This is not fact. I'm not pointing anyone out, and I'm not saying anything is definite. I'm just saying, personally, I think there's some funky money going on around there.
Smart tax, some of these other things, there's no data behind those that they have shown us.
This administration was looking to do a budget vote on November 20th. That's 17 days from now. How anybody in this city council can feel that we're ready. EY is a global firm. They are one of the most respected in the business. We think it's very important that they come before us and lift up the hood.
The mayor's office prefers a subject matter hearing on the EY report, but if the alders insist on having a full council meeting, they'll need 26 members to show up in order to conduct business. This dust-up, just another sign that the alders remain far apart on a budget deal.
Yeah, it should be a full council meeting. Why would it not be? This is something that concerns all the alders because that's their entire, those are the areas that they take care of and manage, unless I'm misunderstanding something. So why would it not be an entire council meeting? It should be something to be discussed. I don't like the idea of things being hidden away from the people, especially when it comes to their money being spent. I don't like that because to me, look, if things are hidden away, you could do whatever you want with it, and I don't like that. I don't like the idea of someone just using my money any which way or how. I don't like that. It makes me feel uncomfortable. It makes me feel like you up to something that you're not supposed to be doing. Yeah, I'll be looking into this. It said next week, and this is fairly new. This is like a day ago, 2 days ago from when I'm uploading this. Yeah, I'm gonna be looking into this. I'm paying attention. I have so many different things on the docket when it comes to like individual states and cities I've been looking at because there's a lot of weird shit when it comes to the money. I can't stress it enough. When it comes to money and government, man, I can only imagine. Truly, I can only imagine. Well, that's it for this video, guys. If you enjoyed it, leave a like, comment down below, tell me your thoughts. Do you agree with them having a full city council meeting so they could fully discuss what's going on with the budget and then ask the mayor and then get a concrete answer as to why he's only adopting some of EY's proposals? Because they're $1.5 billion in deficit. I don't think that's the time to not be taking all the considerations, especially if this is a highly reputable company. It doesn't make any sense to me. So let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. That's it for now. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.